Full body burn.
And there's moments that just turn very like TV action where it just feels like they had no time.
This part's so fun and ridiculous. Do you want to hear all the secrets now?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I would love to hear all the secrets.
Okay.
Thanks to Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. Stick around to the end to see how you can spruce up your creativity. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Stuntwoman React. We're here with Cassandra Ebner, who has made the trek all the way down from Canada to join us. She might also be working on other things out here in LA, but you know, whatever. I like to think that she came down here for us.
I came to see you guys.
She has worked on Game of Thrones, Shazam, Flash, all you guys that love CW shows, the heroes, she's probably working with them.
I used to make my own films when I was 13 years old and then continued on and used to be a YouTuber. And then I wanted to be a stunt woman because I watched YouTube videos and saw these amazing stunt women like Zoe Bell and Dana Grant from New Zealand. And I was like, they are the coolest people I know. I want to be like them one day. And yeah, I've just been bouncing around. I was just on Disney's Peter Pan and Wendy.
That's super cool.
Hell yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice
Sounds like a pretty solid career.
Thank you.
Well, Cassandra's got a bunch of really cool stuff, so let's jump into some of these clips and you can break down what you've done, the crazy stories you might have, and we'll go from there.
I think it's gonna be a great episode.
Let's do it.
Are you in the bus?
I'm in the bus. I'm a passenger right now. I'm like way at the back.
Did you guys actually have a set turned vertically?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's me.
Oh, cool. So they drop you all the way down like a vertical bus set?
So, do you want to hear all the secrets now?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I would love to hear all the secrets.
Okay, so this was super cool. The special effects team on this show is amazing. So this was, I think, an old roller coaster that they used and mounted a bus onto it, and the bus came over and then could go vertical like this.
Oh wow, so they
And
had
it
a full
could move
physical...
Up, down,
wow.
back on, back, yeah, and they could do it at like certain speeds. They could move it up and down, and so like you could have it like go slow where it was like doing the inch, or you could go super fast down. He could make it go all the way down like close to the ground so that they could film everything close up as well.
That's tight.
Yeah, it was like one of the coolest rigs I've ever been on.
So how did you do the fall through the bus like that?
All the 3 people who were falling, they rigged us in there, and we were on descenders. They just like slowed down the fall right before we hit. The fun thing about this one is they both got to go down the middle because they're like normal height.
Right. You had to go through
I had to go through, so I was like this going down.
my
I was
gosh.
like, do not move, do not move. And I couldn't hit the railings, but you see like one of the railings breaks.
Yep.
That right there, that seat part like comes up. And so I had to think small, and I already am small, so it was tight. I think I was on probably 2 lines, yeah. But because I was on 2 lines and then 1, if you move at all, you sway.
Oh, man.
So you have to make sure that you don't sway at all, or then you're like bouncing back and forth.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
That's not fun to do.
So hitting the window, hitting the railing, and then you're just like spinning, and it's not a good time.
How do you keep your head from just snapping backwards?
Tuck your chin. You wouldn't want to like pike up like this because then you would whip your head back. So like you kind of want to try and leave your back flat, but tuck your chin, and then you would hit with your shoulders first and then bring your head back. Someone else might tell you something different, but that's how I would.
That's how I would do it too, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Cool.
agree. Yeah.
Thank you. I like having you here so you can like confirm my
I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, for sure.
He said I was right, so verified. We were all hired as stunt actors in this. That's the cool thing sometimes about hiring people who like to be in scenes and create those moments is you can make any person do whatever you want. A lot of stuff they cut out, but they did like close-ups of us like freaking out on the bus, and the director's like, now say like, no, I need to see my daughter or something. And so they would just like make us say a bunch of stuff so they could plug it in to wherever they wanted if they needed it.
I often feel like you can get really good acting moments from stunt performers in these situations because you're already immersed in it. You don't really have to act all the time. You can just be like, ah! And it's like, that was very natural. How did you get there? It's like, well, I was falling.
Indeed.
Time to save the universe?
Absolutely.
Classic Tomb Raider movie.
I love this movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Some of the gravity doesn't really make sense in this, but I love it.
I love it when they can't shoot.
Like she's like right there, and they're
And
like,
he's like, I'm shooting, guys.
This part's so fun and ridiculous.
How is that guy dangling from the ceiling spinning to follow her?
There's a lot of physics questions in this scene, but
It's really
awesome.
cool how she gets up to him, though. Do you think they're using actual bungee or like stretchable cords for this scene, or do you think they're just dressing it to look like that? And it's actually people pulling, you know, rigs and pulleys and ropes to like move
It
her around.
looks like bungee, but then there's some moments where they slow it down.
I think it's a mixture of both.
Yeah, for those moments, like the acting beats. But it looks so good, like whatever they put on the wires, it like
To sell it,
stretches
right?
Yeah.
What kind of like fitness do you need to be able to have for wire work?
Personally, for me, what I like to do is I really try to have good core, good back strength. And when I was training a bunch of kids for wire work, I would always do like these really fun exercises where you're like doing planks to get their like core strength going. But once they got like better at that, I would do these like, is it okay if I do a little exercise on the ground?
Yeah, yeah.
I would do something where you would like get into the boat position and then you'd roll over onto your microphone and do this and then just keep going and then go back and forth. And then I also like to do those exercises because they're kind of fun too. So
What?
I loved Lara Croft so much that I wanted to make a Lara Croft anything. We filmed it, I think it was in total 11 days, and we didn't have much light. We shot it in Vancouver.
And doing fight scenes around rocks is always scary.
Yes.
The tackle on the rock's pretty impressive too.
I think I accidentally kneed him in the balls there.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry. I remember him being like, oh, I was like, I'm so sorry, but I had to use his body. That was all practical.
You just got slammed there. This is scary because you're like, there's rocks all around and there's roots all around. I mean, you have a tank top on. Did that hurt?
So actually, the director of this is also a stunt coordinator, so he knew what he needed. So we looked around the forest for like a flat spot that looked great with a bunch of rocks around. We took a shovel to the ground and chopped it up a bit so that the fall wouldn't be as bad. And then I could put hip pads in, probably a little bit of a tailbone, and then you just commit. And then they film like a little bit down to up, and then it looks like a bigger.
Yep.
But he's 6 feet, so it is also.
It's a big ride.
Yeah, it's a big ride.
Does he try to slow you down at all right before you hit, or is it just say, here you go, have fun?
Usually, like all the performers, when you're working with them, it's a dance together. So they'll try to help save you if they can, but sometimes it's just commit because you just want to get the shot done.
Yep.
You don't want to do it 7,000 times.
His job was like, I'm just gonna make sure you don't land on a rock, you don't land on your head.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure you land flat.
Exactly.
How'd you not get all scratched up from the rocks?
I did.
Yeah. There's no.
There's a leading question.
Yeah, that's the funny part about sometimes when you're a girl, you don't get a lot of great outfits. This was based off the video game, so thanks for that, guys, who made the video game in her costume. But it's okay, like sometimes it looks really cool. Like I understand, you get a little bit of a gun show. Sometimes now I get to wear more stuff, like jackets and stuff, so I can hide more.
To be a stunt woman is tough. You have to wear the same thing as the actress, but then you have to fight in a rocky area with a whole bunch of guys. So you're tough. You're really tough. I gotta give you your props, and people need to understand that being a stunt woman in this industry is not easy. Us guys, we get to wear jackets all the time.
Back pads, what are those?
Right. You don't get to wear elbows, you don't get to wear a back pad. Sometimes you don't even get to wear knees if they put you in a skirt or a dress.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I did a car hit in a dress.
That guy was like,
damn.
You want to dance?
Damn.
Oh, man.
All of that was practical and real. When you're getting hit by a car, fun facts, you want to try and be on your toes so that the car lifts you up. If you don't, then you are going to be punted to the ground and then go under the car. I'm already on my toes because I'm in massive heels that were so hard to walk in. My friends all made fun of me for it. So I'm on my toes, but I want to be light on my feet so that when the car comes, I'm ready. But as you can see, I had to do a car hit from behind. And then as I feel the car coming, I know it's like, I think we counted out the cars that would go beside me, and then when the person was behind me. So if there was like 1, 2, 3, I knew they were coming. So then I could peek over my shoulder to see the hood so I could get up onto it. So when it comes to pads, as you can see, not wearing much, but the stunt coordinator was awesome. He made sure that my elbows were covered so that I could put elbows on. I also did it twice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the first time they said the car didn't look like it was going fast enough for it to kill me. So they wanted it a second time. And the second time they did it, my shoe flew off 60 feet behind camera.
They believed it then.
Yeah, they believed it after that. But I think on the second take, my head actually hits the window and it cracks the window a little bit.
Oh, wow.
But I was okay because what I was wearing was like a hairpiece. And then the coordinator asked to slip a little...
Pad?
Not a pad, it was actually like a hard shell that was like shaped to my skull.
That's cool.
So he put it underneath and I'm really grateful for that because it could have gone really badly if I didn't have that.
Shouts to the stunt coordinator.
Yeah.
Don't be a fool.
Will you release Russell Prime?
Is that you?
Yeah, it's me again. I do a lot of acting
You have a lot of different looks.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I'm a chameleon.
For the glory and the grace of the primes.
Oh, wow.
Full body burn. Wow.
Standing still. So when you run with a full body burn, the flames can get out of your face or like
Right.
away from you. But with standing still, the flames just kind of burn in one
They do
spot.
what they want to do, baby.
One of the cool things was they considered that and they had like a tiny little fan kind of blowing on
Oh,
me
cool.
so that at least it could try to relieve some of the flames
Right.
in the one same spot all the time. And I'm doused in a bunch of gel. That's why I look so wet. I had a really great fire team walk us all through it and it was really great, super safe. You know all the procedures of what you need to do. If the flame starts licking you is the term that they use. So it's like where it actually hits your skin a little bit and you feel it, you have to go down right away because that means you're just about
Done.
done.
Yep.
We did it first with my face exposed with a bunch of gel on it. And then the second time we actually put like a mask on so that I could go for longer because it keeps the gel on your face longer.
Yep.
It like kind of came down my face a little bit and then it started to lick my neck a little.
Yep.
So then I had to go down a little bit sooner than I would have if I did have a mask, on.
Yeah, for sure.
I like how they made your character kind of like splattered with water or something before the scene, so that's a natural blend.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly was their intentions.
So kind of the universal symbol for "put me out, please" is being on the ground, but you have to go to the ground for the scene here.
Yeah.
So how do they know when to come in and put you out?
For the first fire burn, that was the symbol. If I went to the ground, because they just
Right.
wanted me to do the first part of the scene, if I went to the ground, it meant I was done. So then for the second part of the scene, if I needed to be put out, I think it was like raise your hand. But honestly, I could have burned there for so long. Like I had so much gel on me, I was totally fine. So they actually put me out on their own time.
Interesting, because I thought this was actually one big burn, but it's two.
It's two.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense now, because when you're on the ground, they can just do your back, and now it's a lot less of a big deal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Movie magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Warning. End of civilian zone.
This is my wild card here. I would like us to watch it and take a look at it and maybe constructively critique it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Wait, what?
Because she,
Oh, she has like feet for hands,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I remember now.
she's crawling.
Whoa. She crawls so fast.
Man, the hand feet thing.
Hand feet thing.
No.
Ah, that hurts. Should have had
No.
gloves.
Gloves made for your feet.
They just had tumble tracks and just hired gymnasts.
Yeah. Oh, but that is amazing that she was able to do that.
Yeah.
So the thing about Æon Flux is like, there's cool ideas in there, and there's cool style in there, and there's moments that are cool, and there's moments that just turn very like TV action, where it just feels like they had no time or like a way to glue their moments together.
Yeah.
And I don't mean this in like a I'm trying to shit on people kind of way. Art deserves critique sometimes. In fact, as an artist myself, getting good analytical critiques is one of my favorite things to get. It's so rare to get that. You know, for me, for example, here, when they're running, they're being shot at, they're just running.
Right.
There's like head turns, but that's not a
Right.
dodge, you know?
Yeah.
Which immediately calls into question, like, are these weapons even effective?
Depending on like when you're looking at the script and trying to figure out what kind of action you want to put in there to suit the story, not just as the stunt coordinator, not just as the director, not just as the editor, just everybody in general should be remembering what's happening. They're
Right.
dodging. What does that mean? Does it mean that they're sliding on the ground and then getting up and then
Right.
dodging to the right, falling somewhere, getting back up? Like what does that action look like, and making sure everybody's on the same page?
Also, it'd been cool to see if you didn't dodge it, what it would do.
Yeah, true.
Because then it would add a little bit more danger aspect. Because you see it hit the tree and then there's some sort of liquid that goes in. And it's
What
like,
does that
okay,
mean?
you're right.
Another weird thing is when Four Hands Lady, there's like a bar right here and she's coming at it kind of with like a front flip spin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so if her feet were to catch that, the next thing would be backflipping under it.
Yep.
Yeah, it changed
That was
right
also
there.
wrong
That
too.
changed.
Yeah, she was doing a flyaway and then turned into her doing a front flip.
And it's probably just a shot of her hands.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Yeah, for sure.
But the same thing is like they've removed the context, so they're hiding the actress's body. But now the audience can't immediately tell that these are supposed to be her feet.
Yeah.
Like you need to see her knees at least to be like, okay,
Right.
that's her feet that we're looking at.
We were focusing in that last shot before this, we're focusing on her upper body. This is where our brains are going, oh, where is she going? We're looking at the top of her. And one of the things is people talk about the action being in the middle of the screen. So right now we just think this is all about her and her hands. Sometimes you have to overlap the action in order for us to make sense of what's happening. So if they actually had overlapped things and then actually put the action in the middle of the frame, we'd be able to understand what's happening there.
I've heard a good saying that the first 3 frames of any cut, like when you cut to a shot, those first 3 frames do not register for people. So you can't have anything in those first 3 frames that's important. You need to get through those and then you can finally start delivering information again. A lot of time camera operators that are filming action haven't come from a world of picture-based storytelling. This might sound weird, but if you're a cinematographer or even an action designer, you understand how motion is going to sell a movement. But a lot of time camera operators are coming into the world from like the assistant camera side of things. So they're not studying, you know, how to do kinetic editing and like how to suggest things with camera motion. Like that's the action department's job.
Yeah.
But there's moments in here where like Charlize Theron's doing a flip and it cuts to like a POV camera move to like kind of sell motion, but then it's spinning sideways. And it's just another one of those weird decisions. Let's say I'm the director, I'm like, all right, Cassandra, we have a scene where she needs to do her like signature crawl, but she's going so fast, she's dodging these things. How would you build that? How would you try to execute that to make it look?
I think the concept that they were trying to do, it's there physically, and maybe for the wire, maybe put some give into it because she's very flat.
Right.
It doesn't look like she's holding her body.
There's no weight.
Yeah, it just looks so fake. Like she almost looks like she's flying, but for some reason she's moving.
She's just using her arms and legs just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
That's the perfect counter motion shot, you know? Have her going this way and have the camera going this way, so it like makes it look like she's going twice as fast.
Yeah, but maybe that's what they were going for. Like it looks like they're trying to go for like a Matrix style thing. If they filmed it more anime style, it might suit the action a little bit more.
Right.
But hey, you know, props to Charlize Theron for doing the crazy wire work there.
Yeah.
For sure.
At least for some of the shots. Dude, I really want some eyebrows that I can like fold into my hairline.
Right?
Dude, the
So
Ganondorf
sick.
eyebrows?
Yo,
Oh, yes,
straight up.
please.
That's like my worst nightmare.
Oh, he's in a canoe. All right.
Oh, that's tight.
Oh, sick.
This is actually really, I'm enjoying this. This is tight.
So is he like pushing it with his feet?
Right? Like how the hell are they doing
Oh,
this?
he's got a little yin-yang launcher. Damn, look at that impact, the dust.
I need to watch this.
What happened to cinema? This is what cinema used to be, and
We
it's
are
not
missing
still
this. He has fire on his feet. Oh wait, I thought they were on his
On
feet.
his head.
It was on his head?
It's car versus canoe.
Dude, now he's out of the canoe. His greatest weapon. I studied years for my canoe technique.
Oh, not his other leg! No, not his other leg.
He needs that.
So I grabbed food out of the fridge.
I want the apple.
Oh, I got blasted by the flamethrower? That's the end of the clip?
But what happens? Does he go on fire? I've never done that reaction, but I love that old like Hong Kong cinema fall where you like fall on your back and you're like, ah, my tailbone.
Yeah.
God, that impact is nice though.
Yeah.
And he has his pad connected to him.
Oh wait, is that the
Yeah,
belt?
look, yeah, see?
Oh, it is a pillow. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a big ass pillow on his butt.
What?
Which also explains why it looks like it would be a really painful like fall onto his tailbone.
There was one part here where like the wires were so intense, like he's like actually climbing up the pole, like
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
here, this part, and he's like, oh, just kidding, gravity doesn't exist.
So we just saw Drunken Dragon, the little man in the canoe fight, and you guys brought that to us in the comments. So please keep hitting us with those amazing clips in the comments down below, and we'll be sure to check them out and we'll share them with you guys.
Oh hey, You know, sometimes when things get a little crazy, I like to just chill out here in my really janky holodeck. I just put some Storyblocks video clips on this TV behind me, and I sit really close to it so I can't see the edges, and it's like I'm there. So hey, you make videos, you edit videos, sometimes you need that shot, and you really don't want to get a whole crew together just to go and get that one shot, or you're like, we need to say that this is in Paris, but I really can't go to Paris right now. Well, Storyblocks has you covered. They have little bits of clips for all the kind of different things you might need to illustrate your videos. They also have royalty-free music and a whole bunch of other great elements. See this beautiful sunset that we're just chilling in front of? Well, this is royalty-free. Whoa, now we're in the water. This is royalty-free, so that means you can use it however you want, commercial, personal use. So we actually use Storyblocks all the time on this channel. You probably see them pop up in the Quarter Crew videos, VFX React videos, anytime we're telling a story. It's honestly really great for independent creators like us, and I suggest you guys check them out. We've got pricing for all different budget levels. They even have an unlimited pass. You can download as many of these as you want. They also have subscription tiers for all the different prices for what works for you. So if you're a big old studio, well, they got you covered. And if you're just a single independent creator, they got plans for you as well. So yeah, you interested? Well, my marshmallow is almost ready, so I'll make it easy for you. There's a link down in the description below, storyblocks.com/quartercrew. You can click there and go get started. Go check it out. Oh, these are big marshmallows. They're the size of my hand. If you guys enjoyed learning from Cassandra here, well, she actually has a cool action comedy web series that she did called Life XP. We'll have a link down in the description below. If you enjoyed this, go check it out. Give her a shout out in the comments there. Tell her that she was awesome on this show. And you can follow her on Instagram, Cassandra.Ebner.
Yeah, Cassandra.Ebner, Instagram, Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, wherever, and subscribe, or else a really short person might come after you.
All right, Cassandra, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you guys.
See you guys in the next one.
Peace.